welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I tame this crazy, unruly, curly hair, mop of a mess, into some nice, cute, wavy curls. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, if you guys don't know, I am a cosmetologist. I do hair for a living. Hair is my passion. I love it. So anytime I'm able to help educate other people on the products they should be using in their hair and how to use the tools that they have on their hair, I'm all over it. So I'm really excited to do this video with you guys. The first thing that you need to do before you put any type of heat on your hair, since we obviously will be using a curling iron, is a heat protectant. I've been using Chi for like 11 years and it's always my go-to. And it's super easy. All you do is spray it throughout your hair. And there you go. You got your heat protectant. All right, so the next thing, obviously, you need is a curling iron. What I'm using is a Marcel curling iron. And as you see, it doesn't have a normal handle. And that's because a Marcel iron is it's all with one hand in your wrist, and how you use the handle with your fingers. I don't really recommend this to someone who's just wanting to, you know, put some curls in their hair on a daily basis, especially if you're not familiar. Most people like a curling iron that has the, you know, the tip that they can help wind it. This does not have it, so if you touch this, you're going to burn yourself. I do not recommend it. This is a 1 inch. I feel like a 1 inch curling iron is a really good curling iron for pretty much any type of hair because more than anything, it's how much hair you're taking that's gonna depend on how big or how small your curl is. So this is a pretty good size curling iron to use for pretty much any length of hair. And then next is hairspray. Having hairspray will help your curls stay, I promise you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the curls. When you're curling your hair, your sections are going to have an effect on what your curls look like, how big they are, how small they are, and just the overall look. I definitely recommend you take section by section. I like a bigger section because I like my curls to be fuller and not as tight. But if you're obviously wanting more tight curls, you definitely take smaller sections. If you're wanting to get the exact curl that your curling iron is meant to do, you would take the width of the end of your curling iron, and that is how big of a section you're going to take. But if you're wanting a looser curl, you can take a bigger section. It's completely up to you. All right, so now that we have my hair parted, we're gonna go ahead and start with curls. I like taking it right down the center in the back and pulling each side to the front. I like to just brush them out, make sure they're nice and untangled. Take your hairspray, you're just gonna spray it through, give it a nice coat, and now you're ready to curl. So again, you want to take a section. I'm going to tell you that this is bigger, obviously. You can do your curls one of two ways. You can either put it in the curling iron, and of course you're going to have a different type of curling iron, but you're going to wrap your hair through the curling iron and hold it. Now, the other thing that you want to focus on is you want to start in the middle of the hair shaft and work your way up, leaving the bottom out until the end. And here's your curl. Do not run your fingers through it. Do not play with it. Do not brush it. Let it cool and relax. And once you're all done, then you'll have the beautiful curls you want. Now, the other way that you can do these curls, taking your section. Now what you see me doing here is I have to kind of straighten my hair out since it's so curly to get that curl. So I do that like 1 to 3 times. Now this is the wrap method. You can wrap the hair. Again, you start in the middle, you work your way up. I always like to stay about 1 inch to an inch and a half away from my scalp, just because I don't want it super tight. Again, you let it fall. Can you see the difference between the two? They definitely look different. This one has more of a spiral, and this is more of a ringlet. All right, so now that it's completely done, you can just take your fingers, kind of run them through it. And there you go. You got some beautiful curls, if I do say so myself. So this is how I curl my hair. Now some days I want it to be a little bit more full of body, so I'll just take my spray it through it. Other days I just run my fingers through it and just let it be. But quick, easy, literally takes me maybe 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 if I'm really like having some issues with a few hairs. But I love having my hair curled. It is time consuming with children though. 15 to 20 minutes is a long time in a 1-year-old's life. So I don't get to do this very often, but I thought it'd be a fun thing to show you guys how I do it, my techniques that I use, the products that I love and use and recommend to all of my clients and my friends. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions or products that you guys love and use, please leave them down below. I would love to chat about this. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and please come back next week to see my next video. Bye guys!